Okay, good evening everybody and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host JJ48 and tonight we are back with Knights of the Old Republic. We are on Duxon, the moon that the Mandalorians were on. You'll recall last time we received notification from the Jedi Master on the planet that he was ready to talk to us. But at the same time, it seemed like the Civil War on Onderon kind of kicked off, and then there was news that some Sith soldiers were hiding out on the moon and were planning to go join, I forget the colonel or general or whatever he was, but the guy staging the coup fighting against the Queen, the one who seems to be the bad guy. The Sith were going to go fight him, so we split into two groups. We have Atten, the Handmaiden, and HK47 are in one group planning to try to stop the Sith from, it sounds like they're doing some ritual or something before they go off to fight, and so we're going to try to stop them from joining up. Meanwhile, our main team, who is JJ49, and I forget who he decided to take with him, but they'll be going to Onderon to try to help out with the Civil War proper. But for now, we've made it into this temple construct or whatever that the Sith have been using as a base, and we're going to keep on working our way through trying to fight through them.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
And we did repair this broken medical droid that I guess, I know he's got some restrictions on what he'll do, but I guess he'll follow us around and try to help us out a little bit, so that's good. Okay, what's going on up here?
Anyone that has been marked by our masters can do it. Yes, you're getting the hang of it now. It's so easy. But how did they do it? You doubt our masters' power. They have erased the minds of these beasts and made them our obedient servants. With an army of these, who could defeat us? No one, of course. Now the intruder is here. Beast, attack!
Oh no, how are we gonna beat these unstoppable beasts? With Boma, these are the ones that eat just absolutely anything, that we had to slaughter dozens of them to find the pieces for the Mandalorian mechanic dude.
Accuracy ratio achieved.
Well, I'll give you guys this. The Boma lasted longer than you did, so you know, maybe it was wiser to... It still wasn't a great choice, but it was probably wiser than throwing some more soldiers up here. Okay, computer spike, anything else? Or were the Bowmen not the ones that ate anything? If they are, it feels like it's a little odd that they didn't have any remains to harvest, but... Okay, so... Is this, last room? Okay, so we're gonna be doing something with this computer thing. Oh no, there was like a central room when we came off to the side, wasn't there? Yeah, okay, so we're doing something with this computer thing. Probably gonna be some other computer thing, and then that'll maybe open up the main way? So make sure I've got my thing open if I need it. Okay, ancient terminal. Okay. This ancient terminal controls the locking mechanism to the door blocking the inner tomb. There is a lever that should unlock that door. We have this big terminal with you know, all these screens and stuff, and it's just, hey, here's a manual lever that we immediately know this is what's going to unlock the door. Okay. Wait a second, is this... Are they using magnetic tape? I guess this is an ancient computer, but I don't... I guess I don't recall from the movies if they ever... It's possible, like when we see, some of the big rooms with the machinery, like on the Death Star or something, maybe Lucas threw in some magnetic tape, reels on something, but I don't recall that. It just seems a little odd to think of the Star Wars universe using that kind of technology.
This will teach you.
Ratio achieved.
Okay, sorry, I need to switch something real quick, so I'm gonna lose the video just momentarily while I swap something out. And should be back. So okay. Just wanted to make sure I had my other screen set up properly. Dark Jedi apprentices, maybe, and a Sith captain who fighting hand to hand with lightsabers. Gotta give him some credit for that.
Ratio achieved.
This will teach you. This will teach you.
Oh, here we go. I think this was from the Boma. A Norris robe. Did the Boma eat somebody, or did it just eat somebody's closet? Where? Norris robe. Okay, can only be equipped by Jedi. Defense bonus 2. Damage immunity 20% versus energy. Stained with pigments from the beautiful and rare Norris root found on the planet Almar, these robes are naturally resistant to energy. Yes. What handmaiden needs to be updated anyway? What's her outfit? It's a little bit less defensive, but it will... And it doesn't have a charisma bonus, but it will be give her more immunity to energy, and we'll see how it looks. And we'll level her up. Oh, it looks like a normal Jedi robe, just maybe with a bit more red than brown. Okay. Oh, she gets... Okay, she just gets one. I just... For some reason it didn't select it. So, okay. Make sure everybody's on there right.
Yes.
Okay, Jedi support.
Ready to serve.
Just be ranged, don't be too aggressive, HK. Even though being aggressive would be rather fitting for your personality. But we don't need you, like, chasing enemies halfway across the map or anything. Although I'm guessing he's probably going to do that anyway. Okay, so let's check this side. So, when I heard that computer was going to unlock the door, I was at first thinking it would unlock it part way, and then on this side we'd unlock it the rest of the way. But that doesn't seem to be the case, because it looked like that just unlocked it completely, which makes me wonder what could be over here. Maybe we can, like, disable some defense systems or something to make it easier to get in.
This will teach you. teach you.
I'm glad to see their soldiers are stupid enough to try to use ranged weapons in melee combat too. Well, at least he didn't charge in like our guys would have done. So. Alright, we do have another computer room here. They have all these Dark Apprentices using lightsabers. I wish we could loot them so we could get some actual full-size lightsabers, not just the short ones. Okay, we have another one of these Dark Force patches, Dark Side patches. Okay, just some adrenals. Let's... Nath Cowling. Okay, so another robe. We'll see what that's like. Powered light battle armor. Credits. Ion grenade, some shields. Okay, is there anything we have that can... increase wills? Yeah, I think will saves. Reflex. Saves will. Okay, let's try doing that, because I think if this is like the last one, I think the last one we was testing us, like, our will to be able to push through it and resist it. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that a belt's not really going to help with your willpower too much. I think that's about all I can do, unless... any of these are... So what is the Nath Cowling? Okay. It's a dark side Jedi robe, dyed with water from the tainted Lake Nath on Ambria. These robes infuse the wearer a trace of the dark powers contained within the lake. Okay, as a defensive and makes you stronger, only usable by dark side. We don't want that. So, okay, well, we have a little bit of extra will. We'll see how this goes. You feel the distinct presence of the dark side here. Waves of fear and distress ripple through the air. Okay, control our emotions or bask in the power of the dark side. We're not going to do that. Let's control our emotions. The tugging sensation doesn't abate. Wild and dark emotions surge around you. You don't know if you can maintain your mental balance in this storm. Willpower. Try to tame the emotions in this area. Or resist the dark side storm. Or bask in the power. Okay, let's try to use our willpower. You maintain your serenity through the worst of the emotional storm. The dark side has diminished, but is still present. You are drained by the effort. Though the strain of the effort has momentarily drained you, you feel a renewed strength that you can use to defeat the evil in this tomb. You have temporarily gained +4 to your strength and constitution. And we gained some light side points. Awesome. The door to the inner tube has already been unlocked. There's nothing more you can do with this term. Well, that was a waste of time. You have a little map of the area. Looks like a little stick figure. Okay, I guess it was worth it to see that. Probably could have seen it on the other one, but we didn't, so at least we had a second chance to. You guys had better watch out, because I just got drained of some energy and became really calm, so yeah, I'm a much bigger threat than you're probably expecting. I'm trying to see if there are any remains with the Boma, but... Computer spike, disruptor, carbine, rockets. That Boma didn't need anything interesting. Well, guys, nothing. Come on, even if you're grunts, you can at least take a little bit more pride in carrying some good loot. Kind of surprised they didn't send more out to engage
Captain,
us.
we need just one more moment. We're almost through. Failure, Captain, will not be tolerated.
As you command, my lord.
Accuracy ratio achieved.
Well, hate to break it to you, Captain, but I think he kind of failed. Scanned discharger. I'll get back to
Say the
that.
word.
Yeah, see how much quicker they went down without the Boma with them? I guess it really was a good idea to tame those beasts. What is that? Some kind of ball in the ceiling that they're shooting force lightning up to or something?
Break the ritual now. You're too late. We have done what needed to be done. Soon, Onderon shall fall, and with it, the Republic shall die. But what is this? Of course, the Force has guided you here. It echoes within you, yet I sense it is untrained. It is good you have sought us out. This tomb is strong with the dark side. Here is where you will take your first steps on the path to your destiny.
Untrained? What do you mean? I will not walk the path of the dark side. Tell me about this destiny, or I will not speak with you. Prepare to fight. Okay, I think... I think Atten would be pretty opposed to the dark side. He kind of went away from the whole Sith in the first place because of the... I don't know if it was because of the dark side, but he definitely didn't like what they were doing, so... He's not going to walk the dark side.
What lies has your master spread? What have they denied you in their ignorance? The Jedi preach calm and serenity while wallowing in weakness and hypocrisy. They would have you become a puppet of the Force. They would have you deny the strength of your emotions, the strength of your own will. Can't you feel the power of this place? It echoes through you like a second voice. Accept it. Embrace it.
Is your mask is like moving with your lower jaw as opposed to being just, you know, a solid mask that the mouth is moving behind like Atten's here. That just seems unnecessarily silly. I have to admit. Sorry, but I stand by the Jedi. You're wrong about them. It's not too late for you. You can come back to the light. Or how is the dark side more powerful? Just standing by the Jedi, or offering a chance to redemption. or just getting into a discussion of why the Jedi dark side's more powerful. I don't know which one Atten would go with. I'm going to say Mercy redemption option because one, that's kind of his story arc, so there might be a personal thing to it, and also I don't know that he really cares about the Jedi in particular. It's more just like, hey, there was this Jedi woman that I killed and I feel bad about it, and then there was like also this Jedi that I'm traveling with who he taught me this stuff, and so like I don't think he's with the Jedi, as a organization, just more like on a personal level. So yeah, it's not too late for you. You can come back to the light.
So you seek to save me? From what? With the dark side, there is no knowledge forbidden, no restraints. What can you possibly offer me? Can't you feel the power? Here, within the walls of this tomb. Just embrace it. Don't limit your potential.
I mean, we can offer you less silly-looking outfits. I don't know if you care about that. We've also got a glitchy droid, so seems to be hovering on top of himself. But I will not be tempted. That path leads to the dark side. I feel it. There's much power here. Yeah. Both. It seems like we're kind of talking in circles at this point, but we won't be tempted.
A shame. Instead of freedom and power, you have chosen death. So be it.
Okay, so quick question. Are any of you going to drop your lightsabers when we kill you? Because that would actually be pretty convenient, honestly. Wow, you guys do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, go play with HK for a little while. Stop all ganging up on me. There we go. Okay, so that didn't immediately trigger a cutscene, so I guess now we're gonna have to go try to figure out what this ritual was and what's going on here. Oh, you don't have any remains. Okay. You do, but
what you have done is beyond words.
did I not get to loot him now?
Like a Mandalorian. When you are finished here, I will take you back to the camp. You can let the rest of your squad know what you've discovered.
Okay, so you guys really didn't do anything. You just let us come through here. Okay, I'm not ready to go yet. Let's look around the room some more because I want to see if we can figure out what was actually going on in here. Maybe we'll find out more when we join JJ49's team, and we'll find out like, oh yes, the Sith are doing something on the moon that helps us. But for now, I want to look around the room some more.
Of course.
Okay, so we do get a chance to loot as well. That's also good. Okay, a Nupari crystal, double-bladed lightsaber. That's not really what I'm looking for. And Sith power gauntlets. Okay, I was just looking for like a normal, non-short lightsaber. Okay, we have this nice grand tomb of somebody. And then, here's the wicker footlockers and a couple random boxes over here. Ceremonial shield. I mean, that one looks like it could be a coffin. Maybe it's not quite big enough to... Unless you, like, had somebody curled up in it or something. It's certainly not lying down. And those ones just seem too small altogether. So maybe whoever's temple this was, wasn't this the This was the 5th Sith Master that we heard about on, wasn't it? Or was that the one that was on Korriban? Sith sarcophagus. Do we have a? It's just Sith tomb. I don't know if it belongs to that Sith or not. Let's open the Sith sarcophagus. And a mummified corpse that. Okay, maybe they do bury people like curled up in a fetal position or something, because that does not look. It does not look like he was laid out there. No, this is Frida Nad's. So Frida Nad's short, of course, a short lightsaber. Didn't use a full-size one, I guess. Durasteel underlay Mark IV, so we can upgrade some armor, life support pack, and a plasma rocket. Okay, let's see where. Okay, so has chance to knock down the opponent, an attack modifier, not upgradable. So this short lightsaber once belonged to the powerful Sith Lord Frida Nad. Frida Nad trained with and later destroyed Naga Sadows' spirit and brought the power of the dark side to Onderon. Okay. Well, I guess we can level up Atten, and then we'll probably be good to go. Check out on our other team. Okay. Battle meditation's a pretty good one if he's on the team to be able to just like buff with. So. I say it's kind of interesting to have. We have the tomb. I guess that answers the question. These statues must have been Frida Nad's image or something. Maybe that's part of why he wanted to leave Korriban and not be buried there, because he liked big statues of himself instead of big statues of slaves. And then he has the like smaller statues of slaves or servants holding up the. I don't know if that's meant to be like torches or incense or what. And then just a large pool in front of his tomb. Maybe he was like. Maybe he was some kind of champion Sith swimmer or something.
What you have done is beyond words. You fought like a Mandalorian. When you are finished here, I will take you back to the camp. You can let the rest of your squad know what you've discovered.
Okay, I'm ready to go, but what's happening with the others?
After you left, your squad...
Zaga said that he and your friends are making good progress through the jungle. Trust me, this is worth the wait. And here it is, a salvaged Basilisk war droid. Mandalore said that he would make it available to you for insertion into the City of Iziz. I assure you, they won't know what hit them.
Okay. So, right now we're kind of jumping back in time a bit. So this is just after Atten's team left. They're still making their way through the jungle. Haven't made it to the temple yet. We as JJ49's team are getting ready to go down to the planet, and so we're kind of doing a side-by-side parallel story here. So this is a Basilisk war droid. So cool. What exactly is a Basilisk?
The Basilisk war droid is the epitome of weapon technology, state-of-the-art weaponry, armor, and maneuverability. Unfortunately, its weapons systems aren't fully functional yet, as are some other unimportant support systems. But she will get you to Iziz in one piece. Their fighters won't be able to stop that.
What kinds of unimportant support systems?
Minor systems. Nothing you need concern yourself with. We've modified the interior to hold 3 people. Maybe a little tight. You need to leave immediately. ISIS is in the grip of a civil war, so there'll be considerable resistance. They remember the last time Basilisk war droids visited their planet. Fight ferociously. And if you die, take as many as you can with you.
Okay, let me get a data pad out so I can take notes here. Fight ferociously. Why only one available slot? Who's coming with us? There's us. Is Mandalore coming with us? No, because he can be added. Okay, Krea's coming with us. Okay. I think because she's already selected. I think either Beodur or Mira is the ones that we want to increase influence on. I'll go with Mira for now. I think those are... Mira, Beodur, Goto... I guess to a certain extent Krea, but I think those are the only ones we're like really not up on our influence on. So. Hey, our weapons do work. I'm hoping the support systems that weren't working weren't the,
A basilisk? A basilisk here? Mandalorians are attacking the city! Talia has made an alliance with the Mandalorians. Men, destroy them.
Excuse me, do we look like Mandalorians? I guess we survived pretty well. So, okay, I'll go get to level... Yeah, let's do that before we start going... fighting too much. Okay, she was... giving her dueling... So, okay, let's do... Let's keep improving dual strikes. We can work together. It's good when we're in a team. And Krea is a few levels behind. Haven't used her in a while. Imagine this has got to be pretty weird for the people fighting. You're starting to attack some people, and then all of a sudden they just kind of look away for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden they're fighting much better than they were. Improved energy resistance. Okay, maybe instead of force spin, we'll give you some buffing things. That'd probably be good for Krea, be able to help out in that regard. Okay, we need a feat. Let's go ahead and give her Master Dueling, so that'll help out with her unarmed combat, particularly unarmed for Krea. Hope that's not too insensitive. Okay, she gets 2. So what other buffing ones do we have? I'm kind of looking for ones that buff the entire party, although because of the bond that Krea and I have, even stuff that protects her will protect me as well. It's just it'd be nice if it could also protect our other party members. Okay, Okay, this power increases the physical attributes and saving throws of the Jedi and all party members. That'll be good. I'm checking the last ones in each row because some of them might start off just affecting the Jedi, but then grow into affecting the whole party. So, alright. Okay, she gets unarmed specialist. Does seem rather appropriate music for this kind of fight, though. Let's go. Freya used force speed. Clear these guys out first, then we'll go around and see if there's anybody to loot. Okay. Credits. Okay, credits. Must have just been payday or something. Okay, a force mask. Construction kit. Life support pack. Oh, look, the way back to the dockyards, the spaceport, is looks like it's been destroyed. So, good thing we didn't come down just by the normal shuttle, or we'd be kind of been trapped there. Okay, now the really tall head on that at first put me in mind of the ancient imperial, or imperial in the sense of being from an empire species from the last game, but it doesn't have eye stalks sticking out, so I'm guessing it's just like a really tall hat. It's like a pharaoh's crown or something. So I was gonna check, make sure.
Good to go.
Yep, you're ranged.
Yes.
You're Jedi support. I'm Jedi support. Okay, good. Alright, so now I think we can finally go on to the palace. So yeah, we can't get over to the cantina either.
I recognize you. You're that off-worlder. Come, we have no time. Vaklu's forces have overrun the sky ramp. The royal palace could fall any minute. We must save the queen.
Your plan seems to have succeeded. Your enemy has indeed revealed himself.
I anticipated the Sith. Those beasts weren't in my battle plan.
Even now, Vaklu is using them to breach the palace. I will not surrender to that usurper. I would die first.
Every man here would give their life to keep that from happening.
There is hope. It is faint but growing stronger. I think my message was received.
Which message? What are you talking about?
An old student is returning. I don't think the Sith are going to know what hit them.
This way! This way to the sky ramp!
I hope the Sith know what hit them. Kinda... After all we've been through, I'd hope that they'd be able to recognize me by now.
There are 2 force shield checkpoints along this path. Vaklu's forces have held this ramp for over a standard hour. That means they control the checkpoints now. If we can get to the turret tower up ahead, we can deactivate the first barrier. The forces we're encountering right now are their rear guard. The fighting will get tougher the closer we get to the front of the battle line.
Is that how your security system works? If somebody controls the area for an hour, then they get control of the force shields? Seems like something I'd expect in a real-time strategy game or something. Like capture the territory. Yeah, You guys... you got something. Hyper Battle Simulator. Okay, so none of you guys have credits. You must have already managed to blow them on
The
gambling
Royalists
or
in the
something.
bunker are contained. We deploy as soon as the reinforcements arrive. A Jedi? Here? Men, attack!
There we go. Okay, well, that still worked. Wasn't planning to run past them all, but...
Is the Jedi still... We're under attack, men!
Okay, Kreia, I was gonna hold off just a few seconds, but she's really eager to take the fight to the Sith. So. Okay, he got paid.
The palace has been breached.
Okay, turret control tower code. Or turret control tower console, enter access code. Enter Bastuco's access code. Okay, so we can access turret control, deactivate the force shield barrier, or access other systems. Let's access turret control. This terminal shows that many of Vaklu's ships are patrolling the vicinity, bombarding Royalist troops. You can help by shooting down those ships with the turret. Alright, let's do that. This'll be fun. I'm just going to assume that anything we see is an enemy, and that I'm not going to be accidentally like shooting down Loyalist ships. Well, I guess maybe if they control the turrets, maybe the Loyalist ships have already been taken down. Okay, I need to be looking at the little radar thing to find these guys. I think some of the ships might just be in the background and not actually targetable. There's some. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's deactivate the force shield barrier.
We've taken the palace.
Should have checked the other options first.
For Talia's blood.
The beast's progress is remarkable, but it will take time, General. The throne room's force shields are far stronger than the
Our plans go well, Tobin, but we are still vulnerable until she is dead. Even now, it will unravel. Redouble your efforts. Disturbing news from the city.
As you command, General.
Okay, let's see what these other systems are. All secondary systems disabled by remote admin. Well, okay then. Jalshay belt. Okay, so might have a nice belt. Tranquilizer dart. And all these guys we took out, and only a few of them were actually carrying anything. A dueling shield. Okay, so that's the way we came. That's the way we're going. Anything over here? Credits. Seems like an awfully large area to not have blocked off.
Hold your fire. They're with us. Thank you. Vaklu's supporters stormed our position. The beasts have gone mad and attack on their command. Please, go to the palace. We received a transmission that the palace grounds have been breached. If so, they don't have much time. You two, follow the Jedi. The rest of us will hold our position. We don't have much time.
Okay, I'm not sure you want to send people with me, because if you're just like nameless grunts, odds are you're gonna get killed in the fighting. Like seriously, I don't really need your help, and you'd be much safer staying back here. Sith power gauntlets, hyper adrenal alacrity, life support, and computer spike. Shiny battle stimulants and life support pack. Oh, these are kind of a cool bunk bed design. Probably not too difficult to build either, because it looks like the top and bottom, it's like the same piece, just flipped over and then stacked up. That would have been a really neat bunk bed type to have as a kid. Hyperadrenal strength, severe Deveronian edge. Okay, that's a blade for hyper, not hyper, vibroblade. Some credits. And an armored flight suit. Okay, anything back here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so you guys just try to, like, not stupidly charge directly at the enemy, you know, when we're fighting hand-to-hand. I mean, we have lightsabers, we can handle the melee. Slave Master stun carbine credits and plasma grenades. So, you guys just focus on staying alive.
Tell command, we need reinforcements. A Jedi Knight is assaulting our flank. Hold the line.
Is this really your flank? It seems like this is... It seems like it's pretty much a straight line from here. This is the palace access, and this is how we get to the palace. It seems like this would be the rear. Especially since we just fought the rear guard. But, okay. Surrender now. Why lose your life? Surrender now. Why lose your life for General Vaklu's ambitions? Or prepare yourself. Or reinforcements won't arrive in time. Surrender now. Yeah, dude, this is just so General Vaklu can, you know, take control. Is that really worth losing your life for?
Attack, men. Attack.
Yeah, attack your men. Don't attack us. Okay, that's probably not going to work, is it? Do I have that,
That's another one for you.
Sorry, Force Confusion only works on people, not beasts, so... Oh, I forgot to see what that was. Oh, he stayed confused, though.
Good, some reinforcements. Follow the Jedi. We're gonna retake the palace. We've got to stop General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
You can tell that these are the good guys because they're not wearing the little, like, Russian-looking hats or something. And they're keeping their faces uncovered instead of... Okay, confused guy. Oh, you had some remains. Okay, credits. Good. I should probably level up, shouldn't I? Pretty much got most of what I want, so just be looking at anything that I can. Pretty much anything that's not dark side we'll take a look at.
The second force shield is up ahead. It looks like it's been damaged by orbital bombardment. You might be able to bash your way through it with your lightsaber.
You are making assumptions about who may or may not have
alive.
lightsabers.
Run! Run!
Finally, someone has the right idea. Go ahead and run. I will not harm you if you leave now. Or nobody escapes. There's nowhere you can hide. Yeah, instead of running, if you want to surrender, you can just leave the battle completely. You know, I will say, just, I don't know this General Vaklu guy personally, but I do know evil usurpers in stories, and if you just run away from a fight, odds are he's not going to look too favorably on that. If you surrender, you can actually get further away from him, so, you know. Okay, if you want to go that way, I guess. Guess the Sith didn't care about all the other guys running past?
Hold the line. Those cowards will be dealt with.
One of Vaklu's slicers has control of the security grid. He blew up that power conductor. Their slicer has to be using a palace security terminal. They've already locked down all secondary computer systems on the sky ramp. Until we deal with their slicer in the palace, you can bet that there will be more surprises up ahead.
Okay, well, sorry, random royal guards. I told you guys to keep your distance. Okay, we can't even heal up the captain there. So, alright, do I have to get out my lightsaber, or can I just punch my way through this? His force field seems to be impenetrable to normal attacks. Maybe Beodur could destroy it with his fist. Well, Beodur's not here. So I guess we'll have to do this.
That's another one for me.
Can't we kill anybody without breaking their lightsaber?
That's another one for me.
Hey, he's got a full lightsaber. Alright, good. So there's one full lightsaber. Okay, who's this guy over to the side here who's just kind of been watching everything?
Ahead is the throne room. We must get to the Queen to protect her.
If you're heading to the palace, we'll follow you there. The palace itself has been breached.
Did your voice just change? Let's go then. I'll meet you at the palace. Be careful. Yeah, don't follow me there. Just go your own way and we'll meet up there. I'm almost certain you'll be safer that way. I do think it sounded like his voice changed, but I think that might be one of the lines might have been cut content or something, and maybe when they recorded it differently or something, so when it restored the content, it
We've made it to the palace. General Vaklu's troops haven't been here too long. Hopefully we still have time to save the Queen. Straight ahead is the throne room. Vaklu's hand-picked troops will probably be here. I'm gonna stay here and keep the intersection secure. If any more royalists arrive, I'll keep them organized.
Okay, try to keep them from getting killed by actually trying to fight or do anything. Really, they should just kind of stay out of it. She's a dexterity person, so we'll keep her with dexterity. Okay, this is a feat. What feats does Kreia need? I guess she could take dual strike. You can work together with this Kreia. Yeah, that'll work. Ooh, this would be a good one for her to have. Revitalize. So if any non-droid fallen ally, you can revive them. So if one of us falls, you'll be able to help out even more. So.
Shut the outer door, now!
I'm impressed you made it this far, but you're too late. Soon the Queen will be dead, and General Vaklu will be the new king. This is no ordinary door between us. The same material is used for the hull of capital-class vessels. I'm afraid you will find it quite impregnable.
Okay. Any door can be opened, Tobin. This isn't over. You've crossed me for the last time. No, I mean, dude, it's a door. We're just gonna open it.
I'm afraid it is. Now, if you will excuse me, we have one last barrier to take care of.
Okay, Royal deadline. Colonel Tobin has thwarted you again for the moment. As you entered the royal wing of the palace, he shut the outer security door. He's currently trying to break through the last door between his troops and the Queen. If he breaks through, the Queen is doomed. You have to find some way of opening the outer door. Okay, let's see. Computer terminal. Terminal is offline. Okay, well, we have two hallways here. I kind of had a feeling something was going to be done with them.
Gather our forces. Make sure the defenses are set. Colonel Tobin says the Jedi is coming our way. Take your beasts and attack him. We need more time to prepare. I'm going to the control room. Perhaps the captain can be persuaded to cooperate.
Well, I want to stay away from those because somebody might be controlling them to pop the not the terminals, the conduits. Oh, those are some kind of nice looking windows. Not sure I like the lime green color, but I guess they kind of work with the beige gray. That. Confuse you, will you fight for us? Save from confusion. Hey, he started fighting for us, good. I just wanted to see that actually happen once. It's probably not very efficient to do that very often, but okay, why can't I force destroy this?
This shall not stop us long. Let us end this.
Okay, so let's... Everybody quickly gather up the remains. Droid plasma thrower. Number one priority is that we loot everything we can before it disappears and miss out. Some credits. Shiny dueling shield. Nothing. Oh. We have some royalist soldiers joining us. Were you guys in here? Credits and a Mandalorian heavy suit. Okay, you got all onto us for using Mandalorian equipment, then you guys go and do the same thing? Okay, it's odd. We can actually see a little room back there, but can't get into it. Like, can't even interact with the door. Maybe in the next room we'll be able to, like, do something, and when we come back that'll be unlocked or something. Okay, let me just check, make sure there's nothing down here. Oh, there's another room down here. Okay, we should probably check this room first. Or, well, just in case this one advances stuff, I'm guessing that's the room that we need in order to actually progress. So let's check here first.
I don't have time for your resistance, Captain Riken. We need the override code for the palace shields.
And I told you that I don't know. You scanned my ID, you know my post is the merchant quarter.
I'm sure that's what you'd like me to believe. I have been authorized to use any means at my...
Captain, the Jedi is still coming. All the luck. He's in the security complex right now.
Blast. Defend the security room with your lives. The Jedi could ruin everything.
I have one last surprise. I doubt it's enough. I'm kind of surprised they locked up Captain Riken with his blaster. Oh, is that the surprise? Making these guys explode when they, Droid carbonite emitter. Droid, diadium plating. Droid carbonite emitter. Droid remote interface. Droid quadranium armor. Droid ion blast Mark II. There's just lots of droid equipment here. Okay. So Chani dueling shield, another vibroblade upgrade, hyperdrenal alacrity, life support. Well, now I'm not sure which of these two to go into. I guess since we're here, we'll go here first. This one.
This shall not stop us for long. It shouldn't.
Okay, so you're the guy who's been causing all the trouble. Oh, it's Kif. Kif's the one that we met in the cantina, right? The one who was able to get our ID card or the passport that we needed swapped over. Okay, maybe we can talk to Kif and maybe he'll be reasonable. So, hey, Kif. Fancy seeing you here. Let me just check the captain real quick. Zaysan Shah gloves and a hyperdrenal active. Okay, those will be good to check out later. Kif, what's going on?
The
Jedi arrives. I'm counting on the vaunted Jedi compassion and regard for all life forms. I was hired by General Vaklu to do a job. I meant no malice, just a misunderstanding, really. You seem to have enjoyed your job. Or give me a reason I shouldn't kill you. Or why would you work with General Vaklu? Let's see. Why would you work with General Vaklu? That's a good one. I don't know that we've actually seen any indication that he seemed to enjoy his job. He just did his job, certainly. But why? The credits were good, and Talia has been declared guilty of treason. So I was getting, okay, but I can now see the error of my ways. I should go right now and contemplate the depth of my mistake. Kif, I don't believe a word you've said. But you helped me clear Dagan Gent. Stay here. Soldiers will come to deal with you soon. Or I need access to the console. Just leave. Yeah, Kif, I kind of get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. I have perhaps embellished it a little bit, but this is true. I am done working for Vaklu. I just want to survive. Okay, I can tell you aren't lying about that. Of course not. It's obvious to me, at least, that General Vaklu is not going to win today. So survival is my first concern. I sense that causing you any more complications would be counterproductive to that goal. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious how you feel about Dagan Gent. Let's hear about that. Incidentally, perhaps, I just answered a heavily armed Jedi truthfully. Then later I helped the same heavily armed Jedi with a quick task. Highway payment, I might add. I may have helped, but I saw it. I'm less interested in politics than whatever can give me more material advantages. Yeah, you kind of out for yourself, not really for any of the big idea stuffs. Okay. That attitude will get you killed. New option. Just stay here. Okay. I need access to that console, Kif. I believe I'm still connected. You can do what you like with the console. I am done. I will wait here for your troops to come. I will put up no resistance. Okay, yep, stay here. Soldiers will come to leave with you soon, or deal with you soon. That is fair. I will wait here. I am not a criminal. I should be fine, right? Yeah. It's also probably pretty smart because if you just start running through the halls, the soldiers there, I mean, you're not dressed as a royalist soldier, and some might even recognize you as like having worked for Vaklu or something. They might just shoot you on sight. So okay, I guess we need the console to let Riken out. Okay, primary security loading. Let's access the security cameras. Epicenter 6, program complete. Cameras inaccessible. Enter command. Okay, let's look at the system commands. Secondary systems offline. Core system commands online. Okay, so we still can do something. Let's upload the area schematics. Let's open the force cage. Security field disabled. And let's open all security doors.
Thank you. Now that you've got me out, you need to get the primary security console's override code, then lock the terminal down. Once you've got that code, if you can get to the secondary security station, you'll control the entire palace's security systems.
How do I get the code? I'll see to it right now. Yeah, what am I doing?
The slicer's still logged into his account. You should be able to just get whatever you need.
Okay. Okay, sorry, Kif, you didn't mess with this while I was had my back turned, did you? Okay. I think we're already... Okay, wartime protocols active, security door access override. Okay, so we can't open... That's what he's saying. We can't actually open the security doors from here. We need access, primary override code, and shut down the terminal. Okay. So we shut down the terminal. Now we need to find the secondary terminal, which I'm guessing is on the other side. First, let's find out what's in this other room. I don't often see stained glass that's just various colors of brown, shades of brown. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, information terminal disabled. Okay, can't get in there. Okay, what is with all these rooms that I can see on a map but can't actually access? Well, our map. Oh, we downloaded the area schematics. Maybe we can find out. Excuse me. No, it's not marked. Okay. Oh, but there's a royal museum. Okay, we're gonna have to stop by that. Hopefully be able to get in there but before we go save the queen. And bypass the dining room. Are you good guys or bad? Okay, you guys are royalists. Good. Shouldn't have to worry about Kif pulling any pranks on us. We shut down the terminal, and Riken's presumably there watching to make sure he doesn't decide that it's more lucrative to switch sides again. Vaklu Heavy Gunner. I wonder if this is what it was like during the Mandalorian Wars, if Jedi just charging onto the field, flipping Mandalorians onto their backs repeatedly. Okay. More adrenals and Zabrak battle armor. Some more adrenals. Shiny Vibro Sword and a Poison Rocket. Jamo Hagra's Battle Armor.
Tell the Colonel we'll need more of our men to smoke the Royalists out of their hole. I don't trust those Sith. Oh, they're beasts. And another thing, if I catch any more of my men looting, then the Queen's Guard will be the least of your worries.
Yeah, leave looting to professionals. Information terminal disabled, but can we still get into the museum? Alright. Hey, dudes, this is a museum. Shooting around in here, you might accidentally hurt some artifacts. Now, let me just throw you guys repeatedly into the walls, and then the artifacts will be safe. Okay. Do we have any descriptions on the artifacts? Museum treasure. Oh, cool. There's a lightsaber crystal. Pontite. Just a second. We'll be with you in a moment. We have some cool-looking faces. Some chests that look... They're different styles. Jalshay Perception Gloves. Is this... Okay, no, that looks like it's just like decorative stonework or something. It's not. I was wondering if it was like an actual picture. Okay. You guys got this? Okay, good. Okay, Osa's Keeper Robe. So why... I'm just curious why you have these museum treasures and you're putting them in these solid chests rather than in like a glass case or something so people can actually see them. And a Viridian Crystal. I mean, is this an actual museum or is this just like a museum storeroom? But then you have like these vases on pedestals that look like they're on display. Why is this the only one that doesn't seem to have like a gray stopper top thing on it? And these statues, I think that's kind of the statue that was out in the courtyard. I forget if the one in the courtyard had its hands, or I guess more like its sleeves together like that. Museum terminal access limited. Palace security protocols engaged. Okay, we'll just leave the terminal. Parts, components, credits, life support pack, and man, can we shut off that alarm, please? Yes, alarms. It sounds like there's two of them that are out of sync with each other. Hey, good guys won. Alright, that's good. Down here, looks like those guys, maybe those are some of the rebels. No, those look like those might be good guys too. Now, Ubi's environmental suit. Piercing dart.
I don't know how you made it, but well done. Come in quickly before more Sith or Vaklu troops arrive. We got split off from Talia's troops by the currents of this war. We really need to talk, but Cadron and I are coordinating the defense of the war. I know Captain Cadron needs someone to handle a dangerous assignment. He's in the other room. Talk to him. No one else could do the job.
Okay. I want to talk to you about the Jedi Council. What's he need me for? Or how did you get split off from Talia's forces? That does seem kind of odd. I thought you guys were like in the throne room together. So, was I mistaken? Were they like outside the throne room, then they got split apart? Or is this a trap? I don't know. It seems... I can't imagine that someone else would be like trying to impersonate a Jedi Master of all people. So, how did you guys get split up?
I'm not her bodyguard. We were fighting at the palace gates. There were too many of them. We'll talk when all of this is over. Until then, may the Force be with you.
Okay, that's... I don't know how many times we've heard that before this game, but I just realized how kind of ironic it is to tell us, may the Force be with us, when part of either the cause or the effect of us leaving the Jedi Order was we were cut off from the Force for a while. Terminal locked by another user. Oh, we can't have like multi-user at the same time. You can't go that way. See, that's more what I expect when there's a locked door that we can't interact with. See, there's a door, but there's nothing on the other side of it, according to the map. Unless this is just like the Winchester wing of the castle.
So, you're the Jedi, eh? Well, the comm chatter we've intercepted is filled with reports about you. You fought right through their flank on the sky ramp? We desperately need someone like you.
Okay, well, I can hear them breaking through the door on the other side, so we try to pick up the pace and talking a little bit. What do you need? Who are you? Or KotOR mentioned some sort of mission? Yeah, what do you need?
We've managed to hold this part of the palace, but Vaklu's forces control the rest. We need to get to the Queen before that flaming Drexel breaks through the inner door.
Okay, how do we do that?
There are 2 security consoles in the palace. The primary security console is on the other side of the palace. There's an expert slicer over there who's been hampering our every move. We need to transfer all primary functions to our terminal here, then disable the primary security console. That will also take their slicer out of the picture. After that, we'll control security again, and can get to General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
Okay, I have the override code for the primary security console already. Or where exactly is the other security console? Do you have anything that can help me out? I'll take care of it. Yeah, I have the code already.
You have? Oh, son of a mudblack! Corporal, use this code to open the outer door to the throne room. The door's open. Hurry! They might break through the inner door at any moment.
Okay, I'll head there. Okay, I've got to check on some stuff first. Okay, because it looks like if it's giving me the option to check on stuff first, I'm guessing that means we don't just run over there. We go do a cutscene. So I'm going to check here. Going to see if that room's open. Construction kit, tech specialist belt, dart. Okay, some mesh. Okay, I'll be right back. Just need to see if this room is lootable. I'm not sure why Master KotOR couldn't have done anything, but... Hey, now it's working. Okay, storage access terminal breach. Safety mode enabled. Enter command. Access system commands or open the storage door. Access denied. Let's just open the storage door. Okay. Key sequence corrupted by unauthorized access. Repair corrupted key sequence. Do we get a puzzle? Alright. First key number twice. First key number exceeds value of its half by 99. Okay, I think I might need a piece of paper here. Okay, so we have first key number, and twice the first key number. Okay, so we have twice the first key number exceeds the value of its half by 99. So I've got 2x equals x over 2 plus 99. So if we do... Okay, so if we... I think I'm getting x equals 66. That is one of the options, so let's try that. First key number correct. Second key number, reversing second key's digits increases value by 1/5. So we want 6/5 x equals X with its digits flipped, I guess. Okay, it's pretty easy to just look at these. So, like 51, 52, those would be way too high. 54 is 9 more, and 9 is 1/5 of 45, so here we go. Third key number. Third key differs from the reverse of its digits by twice the product of its digits. Okay. So, it's like the product of 1 and 7 is 7, twice that's 14, which give us 31, which is not the reverse of those. Okay, so no, that's not gonna work out. Okay, I think this one does 39. The product of its digits is 27. Twice that is 54, and then 54 plus 39 is 93. So should be that one. Key number sequence repaired. Storage door opened. Exiting terminal. I have to say, on the one hand, yes, computers are based on like math and stuff. Having a security feature that's not just math based, but based on like solving math just from logic, not from needing a key or anything. Mir, can you open this?
Go. A little harder than I thought.
Okay, your skill's too low too. Okay, so let's. Oh, we can't even pop it open with a lightsaber? Okay. Oh,
ready?
But let's see. I don't know which of these is better, but we have more of these, so I'm guessing these are the lower one.
Than I thought. Stand back.
Let's try the better one.
A little harder than I thought.
Wow, that must be really tough. Let's do this. Could that work? Okay, yeah, we're way better at this now. Oh, and it's just that easy. Hey! Double-bladed lightsaber with 2 color crystals, plus whatever color crystals in the lightsaber, which looks like blue. Okay. Yeah, having a security system that people can just, you know, figure out with basic logic, rather than requiring any kind of a password or you know, security key or anything, just doesn't seem terribly secure. Okay, we already checked those, so.
The force field is down. Please go help the Queen.
Oh, okay, maybe. I thought it would have to come back here and leave to a cutscene, but I guess maybe if we'd chosen the first option, it would have just warped us back here. But because we said we had other stuff, it's like, okay, well, go find your own way back then. Kind of surprised to see all these like blaster marks on the walls and the floor and stuff, but all the windows are pristine. Like no stray shot or anything or explosion so much as damaged a single pane of glass. Must be very strong stuff. Although they said the blast doors were made of the same stuff as a capital ship's hull, so maybe these are made from like the same type of thing that a capital ship's front screen is made out of. Okay, terminal offline.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this.
Not today, Tobin. Or I told you that door wouldn't stop me. Yeah, dude, I'm beginning to think that you don't actually know exactly what you're talking about here.
You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
Okay, well, I just have to run up there and stop him.
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast!
Well, that's fortunate.
Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die.
Why are we just standing here watching this? We could have just gone up and...
Oh, blast it all!
Okay, let's... Oh, it actually killed Tobin? Okay, let's see if we can go take out these guys first. Okay, oh, can't actually leave the battle. They were allowed to run ahead and go try to kill the Queen, but we're not allowed to run ahead and try to stop them. Okay. Can't even loot Tobin. Okay. You wanna get a shot from where you were.
This shouldn't take long. Like that? That's another one for me.
Well, the Queen's fighting herself. Pretty skilled. And it looks like we have just enough numbers and weapon types for everybody to be equally matched, well, except for those guys up by the Queen. Okay, so we can either join the battle, or we can use battle meditation to rally the Royalists. Okay, so we get to do basically what Bastila was famous for in the last one. We might be able to turn the tide of the battle to be able to help make sure that as many Royalists survive as possible. So let's use battle meditation. Alright, perfectly in sync as well. Okay, well, let those guys deal with them. We need to go help the Queen.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny. One larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire!
Why didn't you have him do that before? Did I miss anything? She must be General Vaklu. Your plans end here, Vaklu. Yeah, I think this is the first time we've met, so I guess introductions are in order. Hi, I'm JJ49.
What? The Jedi lives? But how?
You'll find that I'm full of surprises. or you've underestimated what a Jedi is capable of. I think you will find that I'm full of surprises, although you're only going to find that out very briefly, because I imagine you're not going to survive this encounter.
Kill him and the Queen men. Quickly. They must not be allowed to live.
Okay. Not sure what makes you think your men are capable of killing me. But yeah, your plan to have your men just watch you fight the Queen instead of killing her kinda didn't work out so well.
You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
Okay, well, I know I said I think this is going to be his... like, he's not going to survive this encounter, but if Kreia wants us to kill him, I kind of want to leave him alive. I mean, partially for merciful reasons and partially just to kind of spite Kreia. So I can't do that. Everybody deserves a chance to redeem themselves. You're right. If left free, he will bring nothing but suffering. Although I respect your counsel, Kreia, the decision is the Queen's, not mine. Or haven't you had enough blood, Kreia? I will not murder him when he's defenseless. Yeah, come on, Kreia. You've had your fill of blood today. But no, actually, this is probably a good one. Let the Queen decide. You know, there is a good argument to be made that, you know, he might deserve death. You know, being as how he's a traitor who tried to overthrow his queen. But you know, this is an Onderon political thing. Let their laws deal with it. So yeah, and we also tell Kreia that we respect her, and you know that maybe she'll enjoy that.
So what will it be, Your Majesty? Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Are you so sure of my decision, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Kadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
Guess we can either stay silent, or... He's right, Your Majesty. What sort of moral authority will you have if you do this? No, he's kind of, you know, leading an actual rebellion, personally fighting the Queen and repeatedly trying to kill her. I think this is pretty much a clear-cut case. I don't think anyone can argue that justice was not served here. Let the Queen make her decision.
Your whole life has been a trial, Vaklu, but it's over now. You are right. We can't detain you. Too many people are still loyal to you. You've left me no real option.
Men, ready blasters. Aim.
But you can't. This can't be.
Do the people in front of the firing squad want to move out of the way first?
What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Kadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
Okay. Well, yeah, glad to be of service. Maybe we'll get a chance to see if General Vaklu had any decent loot on him.
The wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
That's interesting. So this is the second time Kraya has done something like this. You might recall, the first time was on Nar Shaddaa. Well, I guess not necessarily the first time. We've had Kraya actually speak like this to Atten back on Telos, but on Nar Shaddaa, she, after we linked up with Mira, Kraya spoke to the Wookiee. What was his name? Hanhar, I think. She revived him and was like, okay, yeah, you're going to do something for me. And we haven't seen him since. So I'm kind of curious what all this is. If this... I'm hoping it's not just cut content that we never see a resolution for, but we'll might find out Kraya seems to be scheming something, wanting to find some powerful players to do her own thing. But at the same time, I don't think that Kraya actually is with Vaklu. So she seems to just be coming up with cover stories to try to maybe more easily influence the people she's manipulating. So, okay, we got some influence with her, got some experience points and a journal entry. Wow, General is leading the entire rebellion and all he has is a little sonic blaster. Okay.
The Queen has requested you stay here until she gets back. I imagine you'll get some sort of reward. Talk with Master KotOR2. She shouldn't take too long.
But I just want to...
The Queen has requested you stay... Talk with...
I just want to get the remains. I'm not even going to leave the room. Okay, fine. What is it, Master KotOR2? What is it that is so important that I can't just walk 3 steps over while you talk?
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time.
You were looking for me? Or I have questions. Yeah, I didn't know you guys were actually looking for me. I thought, like, after you guys kicked me out, that was it.
I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us.
I think whomever, isn't it? Why did you choose this? Or why did you choose these places to hide? Or I have other questions. Let's stick with these questions for now.
They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack.
Why not Telos?
Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild.
But Atris is on Telos. Or Atris is there to aid in the rebuilding. Or Atris intends to rebuild the Jedi Order on Telos. Yeah, I guess let's tell them as much as possible. Atris is there on Telos. She's trying to rebuild the Jedi Order. At least that's what we kind of decided on. So.
Atris? I thought Atris had gone to KotOR2. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer.
What happened on KotOR2?
We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on KotOR2 to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others were just too great. that we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress.
I'm sorry, it seems odd hearing them called Miralukas. I think Miraluka sounds like the type of name that should be like either singular or plural, not have a separate plural form, but... Okay, let's see what other questions we can ask.
The difficulties you surmounted to get here. You must have many questions. You deserve answers.
Okay. The Sith have revealed themselves. That's not a question. Why did you come here? Where are all the Jedi? I need to know why you cast me out of the Order. It's not quite a question, but closer. Why did you cut me off from the Force? I've re-established my connection to the Force. I saw a holo recording of the Jedi Council meeting where you cast me out. Or I've developed a Force bond with another. If either one of us feels pain, so does the other. If either one of us dies... ... So, okay. The Sith have revealed themselves. Let's just start there and go down the list.
I know that all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I had thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them.
Okay, I thought the Sith were defeated at the end of the Jedi Civil War. Or did you succeed? Why did the Sith come here? I want to talk about something else. Actually, yeah, why did the Sith come here? I don't know that we have a good explanation of what the Sith have been doing on what their ritual was on the moon. The only thing I can think of so far that we've seen here that the Sith ritual might have been affecting is maybe the Sith ritual what was allowing the troops here to control the beasts, and maybe that's why the beasts suddenly turned, because like maybe that was the moment that Atten and the others disrupted the ritual. It'd be rather fortuitous timing, but I guess that would roughly fit with our timeline here. So let's hear what the Jedi Master has to say.
They wanted to aid General Vaklu in breaking away from the Republic. If Onderon became independent, this place would be an excellent staging ground for them. But I fear it was more than that. That the consequences of Onderon's fall would have greater implications for the galaxy.
Okay. Seems like a lot riding on a world that only has one city on the entire planet, but I thought the Sith were defeated at the end of the Jedi Civil War.
The Jedi Order has been fighting the dark side since the beginning. Our rules and the Jedi Code provide protection from what's inside each of us. The dark side is always there, and it is something that can never truly be defeated. I feel our current troubles, though, are beyond what we faced before. This threat that is targeting us, drawing us out, it's not a battle we're used to, and it has ended many of us.
Do you know anything about this threat? Did you have any success in tracing the Sith? Okay. Yeah, what do you know about this threat?
Not enough. I feel it is something that was born from the wars that have struck the Republic. The threat is Sith, but the manner and timing of their attacks is difficult to defend against. We don't know all that the Sith planned during the Jedi Civil War. What secret training grounds may still remain. What worlds he discovered. We just don't know. Even after we deal with this current threat, I fear we may be dealing with the legacy of the Jedi Civil War for years to come.
Okay. Did you have any success in tracing the Sith?
You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside the palace. I felt all along that Vaklu had contacted the Sith, but the identity and purpose of the Sith, I can't say.
Okay, let's go to something else.
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Okay, why did you come here specifically?
It's a long story, but there's a reason the Jedi have scattered across the galaxy. We've come to worlds such as this one. Worlds touched by war, or great tragedies, can be felt within the Force, strongly. We thought that by traveling to such worlds, it would help conceal us from the eyes of the enemy, and they were places we thought we might find you.
Okay.
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Basically what we already heard, just phrased in a different way. Okay, so where are all the Jedi?
Scattered, searching for you. Going to places where they thought they might cross your path. You were our last hope.
They were looking for me? Did we already ask this specifically?
Yes. At least that's what I asked them to do. I believe you are the key to this whole war.
Okay. Why?
When you stood before us in the council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We had suspicions as to why this was, but nothing definite. But rather than try to understand, we sent you away. I think because at some level there was fear. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force, in touch with life all around us. And you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others. To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it is leaving something in its wake. Something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of the Jedi, the destruction of KotOR, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the council chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you, but we couldn't call you back from exile, because we didn't know where you'd gone. Plus, there was a chance we might put you in danger, and that we couldn't allow. If you couldn't feel the Force, then it would just make you a target. I don't know how you got back, but I'm glad you're here.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to look up who's doing this voice, because he sounds familiar. I believe this is actor Tom Kane, who has done he's done a lot of the animated Star Wars stuff, so I think that is what I'm recognizing him from. Ah, yes, he was the narrator in Star Wars The Clone Wars, so. Okay, good. That does sound about right. So tell me more about the echoes. Sorry, sir. Or master. Let's get back on topic here. You just sound like someone I knew in the far future.
The thing is, in traveling to these places where war was fought, we felt the same thing. Echoes. Something happened in all these places, but it's hard to figure out what. It's hard to sense things through the Force in such places. Too much pain occurred here. It makes listening to the Force difficult. We resolved to meet again on Dantooine, but only when the threat revealed itself. Unfortunately, I happened to be here when it struck. Now that we've stabilized Onderon, I can join the others on Dantooine.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Why did you cast me out of the Order?
There was nothing else we could do. You defied the Council. You followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. But you must understand, the exile was never the punishment you thought it to be. We could not have made you do such a thing in any event. I think you knew, inside, what you needed to do in order to heal.
Okay. What do you mean? Or perhaps so. It gave me time to reflect. I don't think so. I want to talk about something else. Yeah, the fact that I was cast out from the Order and cut off from the Force at the same time, but not, like, the Jedi Council didn't intend to cut me off from the Force. They didn't... It wasn't like casting me out of the Order is what cut me off from the Force. That just seems like too much of a coincidence. I think that it was probably important. Maybe call it destiny or something, but it was probably important for me to have time to reflect and heal and learn and be able to level up and pick new feats and force powers and everything. So
all those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. I suspect that is why you chose to accept the Council's judgment, to wander beyond the Rim, and why you traveled with no one, and did not stay in any place too long. I have thought of you since your trial, and there are times when I wonder if being connected to the Force is always the gift it is believed to be.
Well, I mean, that... I think, yes, being connected to the Force is a gift, but it is definitely like a two-edged sword. You know, can be very beneficial, but there are some downsides to it. you know, so let's ask some other questions.
Whatever I can...
Okay, we already know he didn't cut us off from the Force, but I have reestablished my connection to the Force. Let's tell you some good news.
You always had deep connections to the Force. I'm glad to see that it is once again your ally. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. And it wasn't just your strong connection to the Force.
Okay, I want to talk about something else.
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I saw a holo recording of the Jedi Council meeting where you cast me out.
So, you heard what we said. These questions I cannot answer. This is something the Council must answer, not I. You must understand, this is hard for me, especially after all you've done, but it is necessary.
Okay, why is this hard for you? I want to talk about something else. Yeah, why is it hard for you?
Did you know that when I was training you, I considered making you my Padawan? I didn't. The demands of the Jedi Council were too great, but I considered you a friend. I even tried to convince you to become a Jedi Guardian. We could have used someone like you. So the decision that had to be made was not easy, but I cannot say anything more.
Okay, let's go to the last question on the
Whatever
list.
I can tell you, I will.
Do we have to be talking right next to dead General Vaklu? I've developed a Force bond with another. If either one of us feels pain, so does the other.
That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. But to that degree? You always did form connections to others, strong ones, even when you were a student. But what you are describing is beyond me. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council would be able to assist you, if you could find them.
Okay, I think that's all the questions. You've answered all my questions, sir.
There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. The Jedi Order generally scorns the unnecessary use of the Force as a weapon. However, sometimes it is necessary to deal with certain powerful threats with a potent Force attack. This form is used for such dire situations. Be warned, though. Using your powers in this manner will quickly deplete your Force energy.
It looks like Force lightning.
Excellent. I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere
Yes,
thanks are enough.
Vaklu's
Captain
troops did that,
Bostoka has
yes.
made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Isis. Thank you again. I must go.
I mean, of course you're going to rebuild your city. What else is there, really?
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
Can I wait to... I was going to go collect all the remains first. Okay. Experience points... No, I want to... Oh well, it was probably just credits and grenades and junk anyway, so... Okay, I want to see what...
Hey, the gang's back together. I must hear all about your vacation in Onderon.
The political situation in Onderon has been dealt with. Onderon has only one leader now. I single-handedly ended a war. I'd rather not talk about it. Or nothing you need to know about. I mean, not to brag, but the regular Onderon royalists were pretty useless. I'd say, I mean, not single-handedly, because, you know, Kreia and Mira were there to help out. But, you know, it's pretty much just the three of us.
You think you're hot stuff, don't you?
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
Okay, I'll spoil the mood there. Just having some fun banter here. Alright, I want to see what is this force power that I picked up. Okay, force sight, unknown force power. Okay, that's one we haven't unlocked yet, I'm guessing. Recognition. They're about to enter extreme danger. I don't see any force powers that really... Like, I'm assuming it would just be one step. But all the ones that are just one step either don't sound like it or are locked. Maybe it's because we haven't been in combat yet. Maybe once we get in combat we'll get to see it. Force chain. Okay, now that's our special bond with Kreia. Okay. What was given to us by the Queen? She's just like, here, take this. I'm not gonna tell you what this is. But, okay. Frida Nad's blade. This blade is rumored to have belonged to the infamous Frida Nad. Even if it wasn't used by the Sith Lord, it has picked up the taint of the dark side from the Duxan Moon. Okay, Ludo Kresh's war sword. Though most favor lightsabers, some Sith prefer the more visceral feel of metal-cutting flesh. These blades are usually blended with cortosis to protect against lightsaber sparring damage. This particular war sword once belonged to the Dark Jedi Ludo Kresh. Viridian. Oh, okay. Okay, so we have Viridian to have like a nice silvery green lightsaber. Of course, it's... I saw that. I wasn't even thinking about the color. I was thinking it would have some other effect. But all right, that'll be cool. We can give someone a nice Viridian lightsaber blade. Diamond, found on the desert world of Diminia. This crystal can be used in lightsaber construction to produce a clearly defined beam of subtly wider width and length. Pontite is one of the rarest forms of Adegan crystal. It radiates a powerful aura that cools both skin and tempers. Upari. Strangely, this crystal is usually scattered in the orbit of primarily forest worlds. It is brittle but versatile, and a Master Jedi can get it to produce many effects. More damage and more attack. That's pretty good. Any... Elite Watchman Blaster. When fully upgraded, these survival pistols can match the best heavy blasters in performance. Their stun capabilities make them an excellent offhand weapon. This was what we got from General Vaklu, so hopefully we at least have some interesting lore here. The Dashad are a secretive and vicious species made infamous by their renowned assassins. Their weapons of choice are best known for the extreme pain they inflict. Just does a little bit of sonic damage, some constitution and dexterity damage, and can be upgraded with the scope. That doesn't really seem like a great reward for beating a main boss guy. Zabrak Blaster Carbine. The design of the Zabrak Blaster Carbine is too complicated to allow further upgrading. Okay. That's, yeah, carbines for some reason aren't modifiable, which seems a little odd, but... The Ossus Keeper Robe. This only gives a little bit of defense, but enhances charisma, intelligence, and wisdom. Keepers of the Hall of Knowledge in the Great Jedi Library maintain the protected archives and acted as references to those who desired a more interactive solution to their problems. Okay, so lore master's robes, basically. The Nath Cowling, okay, this was that dark side robes. Mandalorian heavy suit. This heavier Mandalorian combat suit is most commonly used by elite scouts. Besides its strong defense and ability to absorb physical damage, the armor can also be outfitted with upgrades normally restricted to medium armor. Okay, Jamo Hogra's battle armor. Okay, immunity to critical hits and a big defense bonus, that's nice. Jamo Hogra was a Zabrak mercenary who feared for his life after a raid on a Sith dreadnought. He spent a fortune on his personal armor, only to be killed while in the bath. Okay, so we have a little bit of irony here. Force Mask. Will saves +4, -4 charisma, -4 wisdom, but a lot of force resist. For both good and ill, this mask provides the wearer with some protection from the force. Okay, so it's protecting you from the force, but it's also hampering your ability to contact or connect with the force. That's interesting. Awareness, dexterity, and wisdom. The Jalshay use these gloves during meditation. How they function is unknown, but they seem effective in increasing one's awareness to their surroundings. Okay, Sith Power Gauntlets, I think we've seen before. Zaysan Shah gloves. Constitution and regeneration. These gloves are named for the Zaysan Shah, not by them. This force-sensitive culture developed their powers as a means of surviving the harsh planet. Zaysan Shah stress independence and survival, as well as assistance to those in need. Okay, Ludo Cresh's armband. Okay, dark side. Ludo Kresh was a powerful Sith who opposed fellow Sith Lord Naga Sadow in the Great Hyperspace War. This protective armband bears traces of the Dark Lord's once great power. The Jalshay belt we found before. Okay, this has force resist and some wisdom. This belt is an improvement upon the earlier efforts by the Jalshay to protect their minds from the dark side. The Jalshay concentrate on intellectual study of the Force, seeking to understand it at a mental level rather than a spiritual one. Jalshay are typically exceptional diplomats, but are less successful in physical pursuits. Okay, so they're more the scholarly side of the Force, rather than like the spiritual ones. So, okay. I think most of these we've already seen. Okay, Master Lanavash. A lot of these we picked up and saw them when we picked them up. Just haven't looked at them while they're in our here. So okay, I think that's probably most of what we got. So I will look at replacing this with the Jalshay belt. Get some force resist. Now they're starting to face more Jedi. So, and oh look, our party is us and Kreia, who we were forced to take before, and Atten, who is who we chose to lead the other group. So, I think let's go on board, see if we can. I think Mira's the main one that we would have anything new with.
Iridonian, I would like to speak with you about your assistant.
My assistant? Oh, right. What is it?
I believe he has it in his head that my relative size is comical. I find his disparaging beeps and whistles to be quite annoying.
I thought only utility droids had size issues.
If I am to continue to operate with him, I would appreciate it if you spoke with him about this. Otherwise, I will be forced to find a more permanent solution.
Okay. let me across there for some reason. Okay, do we have enough? Did we gain any influence with you?
Something wrong?
I think there was just the one line of reasoning that we saw influence low, so let's see if we...
Shoot.
Okay, I was hoping we could talk. We raised on Nar Shaddaa. No, you seem restless. I think that was the line.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
Okay. Let's see. This is no smuggler's moon, maybe?
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
Okay. How so?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Okay. Let's try telling her about listening to Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay. Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than...
Okay, fine. We'll just have to try to get more influence and... So I don't know that there's much point in talking to anybody here. I'm kind of curious about Batano. I want to see if this is... Have we actually been... Like, have we missed something with this? Okay. Let's see. Looking for... Okay, might... The only thing it says is maybe if we go back to Telos, might be able to get another dialogue option now that we've been down to the surface or something. I don't know if we've spoken to the... I'm gonna try going here first, and then after we check that, we'll head off to Dantooine. So. Okay, let's take you two, because we need to... Because we still need some influence with you guys. Probably gonna end up just... I just end up artificially increasing their influence, but no need to do that just yet. Random Authorian, not any specific Authorian. That's Zerka's. Counts. Wrong way. Wasn't. Oh no, okay, there's the entrance on that wall. Okay, Chodo Habat, do you have any... Ah, Baldur, I heard you'd returned. This pleases me.
Good to see you again. Have you already heard about Zerka's operations on Telos?
I had. Moza has been in session with the Telosian Council regarding some Zerka files your new companion helped us acquire. Delgren interrupted with news of what he'd encountered, and Moza sent word immediately. It seems that Zerka's days here are finally at an end. Okay. Welcome back to Citadel Station. Okay, now let's see if we... Okay, maybe now that we have Baldur, maybe he'll talk about Betano. Betano, I'm sorry to admit that name is unfamiliar to me. I must admit I have little interactions with the other residents of this area, however. Are you sure? Lorso mentioned that he spent time here in the compound. I thought you might know him, given his dislike of Zerka. Yeah, let's, yeah, we're kind of on the same side against Zerka here. It is true he was no friend of Zerka. I wish it were true that I knew of him. But alas, I do not. I'm sorry I cannot be more helpful. Okay, are you sure? It would not be the first time Lorso was mistaken. I assure you I have never known of a man named Betano to spend time in our company here. Okay, here we go. Try to persuade him. I'm looking for him on behalf of Lieutenant Grant. If I can locate him, it might prove the end of Zerka. Okay, so yeah, we're not hired by Zerka. We're not looking for him to help Zerka silence him. We're here to quite the opposite, to help him against Zerka. I believe what you say is true, and it gladdens me to hear that it is Lieutenant Grant who is searching for him. I'm sorry that I spoke untruth to you before. Indeed, I do know of Betano, and I know where he can be found. But even so, you must promise me that you will tell no one about this, not even Lieutenant Grant, without Betano's permission. I give you my word. Or we can lie. Of course, Betano's secret is safe with me. Now, we'll go find Betano and see if he wants to talk to Lieutenant Grant. Very good. You see, Betano came to us for protection, and we found him an apartment where he could hide. Our security technicians ensured. Okay. You'll find him in apartment C1 in the eastern portion of the residential module. I will give you the passkey to enter. Give him my apologies for revealing his hiding place and my explanations. I hope he will not be too angry. Okay, we'll be going now. So, okay, well, I think we did encounter I do recall one of the apartments being locked, so this will be This will be our chance to... So let's see, this is... Okay, Module East is the one we want. Okay, so we want the apartments. This apartment C1. Okay, this is the right place.
What the? You're not CSD. What are you doing here?
Okay. What's CSD? We're just looking around. You're Batano, right? Okay, I think CSD is that Citadel Station Defense? Let's ask Batano.
Circa Security Division.
Oh, Circa.
They've been known to break into apartments from time to time. Think they're above the law, you know how Zerka is. But I'm still curious why you're barging in here. Does a locked door mean nothing to you?
Okay. Here for anything valuable? I'm just looking around. Well, no, actually we're looking for you.
Just looking around? In another man's apartment? You're either very crazy or very dumb.
Okay, maybe we'll have to start this conversation again. I'll leave you alone.
Just get out of here.
Okay. Let's try this again.
You again? What do you want now?
You're Batano, right?
What? No, you must be mistaken. You're probably looking for a previous tenant or a neighbor.
Lieutenant Gren sent me to look for you. Or maybe I should just report you to Zerka and let them sort it out. No, we're here on behalf of Lieutenant Gren.
Dole sent you. Can't say I'm surprised. He was the one who wanted me to come forward in the first place.
It's the right thing to do. If you don't come forward, I'll turn you into Lorso. Or it doesn't matter. I'm going to report you to Lorso anyway. Lorso... I forget her full name, but she's the manager or supervisor or whatever of Zerka here on Telos, so... no, we don't want to threaten him. Just, dude, it's the right thing to do. We need to take out Zerka.
Easy to say that, but you're not the one Zerka will send its assassins after.
If it's your safety you're worried about, you shouldn't. After Zerka is exposed, they won't dare to move against you.
Sure, but everything takes time. Testifying before the council's deliberation, time that Zerka could use to rub me out.
Okay. The TSF can put you under its protection. Or the TSF can keep you safe better than you can. Neither one of these sound very convincing, because you remember the issues we had with being put under observation by the TSF, and one of their own guys, or someone disguised as one of their own guys, walked in and wanted to try assassinating us right there. So I'm actually not convinced that the TSF can keep him safe, but I guess we're locked into this now. The TSF can keep you safe better than you can is probably a lie, so I'll just say that they can put you under their protection. I just don't know how effective it'll be.
You might be right. I don't think Zerka has gone so far that it's willing to openly clash with the TSF. But Zerka has eyes everywhere. I'm not even sure I can leave this apartment safely.
Yeah, I could protect you. Or do you want to live in fear the rest of your life? No, dude, I can totally protect you if that's what you need.
You? Look, I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I think this might be a little out of your league.
I was a Jedi. I'll see you safely to the TSF office. Or TSF officers patrol the modules. I don't think you have much to worry about. Yeah, dude, I can totally protect you.
A Jedi? Jedi or no, Gren wouldn't have sent you if he didn't think you could get the job done. All right, fine, but we need to get moving.
Okay, come with me. Or stay here. I'm going to go tell Lieutenant Gren to make arrangements. I'll come back to get you. I'll be back soon. No, come with me right now.
Lead the way. I'll watch your back.
What do we have here? Batano, if I'm not mistaken. You've been a hard man to track down.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's you we've all been looking for. Executive Lorso sent me to take care of some unfinished business.
Lorso isn't taking Patano anywhere. Or I'm taking him to Gren, and you're not gonna stop me. Let's not announce where we're taking him. Just the important thing to know is Lorso isn't taking him.
That's fine. We weren't planning on taking him anywhere anyways.
Okay, do we have our... I thought we were told we got a new force ability. Now we don't even get that. Okay, well. Let's use Force Explode.
You asked for it.
That was a close one.
Was it?
Keep moving. Let's leave this mess for the TSF guards to sort out.
Okay, you're right. Let's go. But in what sense was that a close one?
I'm damned impressed. Not only did you find Batono, you convinced him to testify against Zerka to the council. And believe me, that's no small feat, considering I think Batono is as stubborn as ever.
You don't sound happy to see me, Gren.
I hate to interrupt this reunion, but if there's nothing else, I should be going. Or we can ask for a reward. Now, if you guys want to bicker a bit, I'll just duck out.
Of course, I'm sure you have other things to be doing. The bounty is yours for finding Batono, and a bonus for bringing him back as well.
I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life. I'll try and return the favor someday.
Okay. Cool. So we've got some light side points, some experience, got some credits. Okay. So I guess I don't see any new journal entries, so the journal entry must have just been completing that quest. So, alright. Nope, not that way. So I think with that, we should be good to go to Dantooine. Spend a little bit of time there. See if half hour we should be able to at least get into the planet a little bit without level up, just don't hear that every single time we transition. Okay, what was it we were... This beast trick? Beast trick distracts a creature or beast, making it easier to sneak by them. If the target fails a will save, the attacking creature... okay. Wisdom, then they are distracted for 30 seconds. Distracted targets won't notice the player unless the player gets too close or interacts with them. I wonder why we can't take that. Is it it's a universal power. It doesn't seem like it has any prerequisites. Resistance. That's dark side. Wound. Slow is dark side. Fear is dark side. Shock is dark side. Drain life, dark side. Throw lightsaber. We don't really use a lightsaber. Drain force is dark side. Force scream is dark side. Okay, we'll just start some of these. Force barrier. This power shields the Jedi and the Force, absorbing the first 4 points of damage from slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing attacks. Okay. Wow, so we can block a whole 4 points of damage for 30 seconds. Well, Okay, I'm guessing if it lasts for 30 seconds, it's not just saying it blocks 4 points and that's it. Maybe it's saying that like every time for 30 seconds you get attacked by some of this, basically reduce it by 4. That would be pretty useful. And 8 lasting for 45 seconds. So let's go to Dantooine. It's temperate climate, grasslands. Of course, we've seen that. Saw that last time. And we'll be docking at the Kunda Plains settlement. Of course, before we docked at the Jedi Academy, but I think we heard the Jedi Academy had been attacked. That's why the Jedi scattered. Okay. Nobody's commenting anything about having landed here. I think I read something Mandalorian might want to join us with, so we'll go with Mandalorian. Mandalorian, even though he's pretty neutral, he's slightly on the blue side, which I don't know if I saw that in a previous session or not, but I still find it kind of surprising. Mira will keep seeing if we can increase her influence. What I'll probably end up doing is looking up,
Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first.
Okay. What are you talking about? Or what are people doing in the Enclave? Administrator Adari? I didn't ask for a welcoming committee. Goodbye. Yeah, what are you talking about?
You're one of the salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot, but you look different.
Salvagers? I don't know what you're talking about. Or hey, my ship is not banged up. Well, it really kind of is. But yeah, I don't know what you're talking about with salvagers.
Then who are you? The only recent visitors we've had on Dantooine have been salvagers, and a slew of mercenaries.
Well, if you've only had salvagers and mercenaries and someone says they're not a salvager, probably the first logical guess would be a mercenary. Not that that would be a true guess, but would at least make sense. For I want to visit the Enclave, but I'm not a salvager. I'm a Jedi. I want to see the Enclave. I'm just visiting. I lived here once. Or my business is my own. Okay. Probably best not to advertise that we're Jedi. Maybe not even say that we're from or visiting the Enclave, but it's probably true that we used to live here, and there are other settlers, so that's not like that's immediately going to be a red flag that like, oh, you must be Jedi. So yeah, I'm just making a home visit.
So you used to be a farmer?
Yes, but much has changed since it was last year. I haven't been back since I left for the Mandalorian Wars. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, okay. I understand the Dantooinian woman not catching on that we're Jedi. Mira, we've traveled together. You know full well I'm a Jedi, and presumably we mentioned there was a Jedi Enclave here, so I don't see that you have any excuse, or are you just trying to get into this to help with the cover story? Haven't been back since I left for the Mandalorian Wars.
Really? You seem pretty well armed for a farmer. But a lot of us joined the military during the Jedi Civil War. This is your first time back, a lot has changed. You may want to go into Kunda and ask around about your family. There was a lot of movement when the Sith invaded. Hopefully everybody you knew is safe.
Okay, where's Kunda? Who's Administrator Adare? Why do I need permission to enter the Enclave? Probably going now. So yeah, where's Kunda?
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
This is your center of government? Just gonna repeat that?
I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it.
I'd be more impressed if there weren't so many holes. That'd be rude, wouldn't it? Who's this Administrator Adare?
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Why are there so many mercenaries here? Or why do I need permission? Yeah, tell me about the mercenaries.
We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up. But after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Have the mercenaries caused any problems?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Kath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Who's disappeared? Or how many people have gone missing? Yeah, give me a number first. Are we talking like a, 2 or 3, or are we talking about dozens, or what?
A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the calf hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folk seem to be more accident-prone.
Okay, and why do I need permission to enter the Enclave?
Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adare.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Do you have a name? Dylan. Alright. Battered protocol droid?
Greetings, and good day, traveler. On behalf of the Kunda settlement, I am programmed to welcome you to Dantooine. Is there something I can do to serve you?
You're damaged, droid. What happened to you? What can you tell me about Dantooine? Is there any work? What are the local areas of interest? Why are you walking in a circle? Okay, good question first. Let's start with why a circle?
I am conducting my appointed rounds. May I be of any further service to you?
I think you took appointed rounds a little bit too literally. You're damaged, droid. What happened to you?
My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic.
Sith invasion?
Error. Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be of any further service to you?
Oh, good. We can use our computer skill. Droid, run a self-diagnostic and report.
Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance.
Okay, let's try to fix that.
Greetings, Jedi. Welcome back to Dantooine.
Hey, did that droid just call you a Jedi?
Yeah, that's right. It did. Or you must be mistaken. No, it totally called me a Jedi. That doesn't mean I actually am one, though.
A Jedi? I've got to tell the others.
Okay. Try to force persuade. I am not a Jedi. The droid is malfunctioning. Or just normal persuade. The droid is obviously malfunctioning. Do I look like a Jedi? particularly ironic in that we chose this face specifically because it rather looks like Obi-Wan. Or wait, what do you have against Jedi? Or if you warn the others, I will destroy you. Now, let's mess with more people's minds. I am not a Jedi. The droid is malfunctioning.
You are not a Jedi. The droid is malfunctioning.
More Jedi tricks.
Now, see, it's actually not that much of a trick, Mandalore, because while I was a Jedi, I am actually not a Jedi anymore. I was cast out from the Council, and even though we did repair the droid, it is malfunctioning, so, you know, what I said was true from a certain point of view. Okay. KotOR2. I give you greetings, humans. So many visitors come to Kunda. New faces arrive all the time. It is sad that all too often turmoil and strife bring the humans here. I am KotOR2, an ecologist and xenobiologist. I await transport off this planet to rejoin my herd. I've explored much of this planet, but I'm anxious to depart. What are you doing on Dantooine? Why were you exploring Dantooine? Why are you so anxious to go? Hey, what are you doing here? I was sent to catalog the natural resources of this planet. A fascinating planet filled with life. Many but even nature is troubled here. The ecosphere's balance has been lost. Without correction, the planet will falter in time. How can it be corrected? How did the planet lose its balance? Why are you anxious to leave Dantooine? Do you have any cards I could buy? Is he a Pazak player as well? Maybe we can talk later. So, yeah, is there any way to correct this balance? It is difficult to say. Ecosphere's forces are hard to disrupt, but sentients have terrible power. The fallen Jedi's proximity may be the root of the problem. Who can say? Something must be causing the mysterious behavior of the Kinrath. What's so unusual about the Kinrath's behavior? Kinrath are common to several worlds where they are well known for their burrowing and nesting, but here they swarm. Tunnels near here appear to be the center of their anomalous behavior. Okay, why are you so anxious to leave? The wait for my herdship has been long. I'm eager to return to Telos, so I must find ways to pass the time. I've taken up curious recreation known as Pazak. Much time passed, and I made many friends. But now the humans here no longer play with me. I do not completely understand. When I was learning, they were eager to play for small amounts of credits. Now that I enjoy and know the game, no one will play. I even offered to wager rare components useful in the making of armor, but after a short time even that wasn't enough. Now I'm anxious for time to pass again. I don't suppose you have a Pazak deck and an inclination to pass the time with me? Sure, let's play for some armor components. So, presumably, people were interested in playing Pazak with him when he was a rookie, and they could take advantage of him to get him to bet all his credits and lose. But now that he actually knows the game and is having fun playing it, it's like, okay, I'm guessing he doesn't win all the time, but he probably wins often enough or doesn't lose often enough that he, you know, it's no fun playing against him anymore. So, sure, let's play for some armor components. Here you are. That is good to hear. Unfortunately, I save my armor components for special games. Perhaps after a few hands, I have many credits. We could play for 250 credits a game if you would like. Dude, you just said you were so desperate for a game you were offering armor components, and then when somebody asks for a game, you're like, yeah, but not for armor components. Sure, let's play a round of Pazak. It's been a while since we played it. I'm looking forward to this. I will play with my oldest deck. It was good at making friends long ago. Shall we begin? Okay, well, yeah, okay, we can wager 250 credits. It's probably a pretty decent deck, I guess. He's got 20. I don't want to burn my plus or minus 3 just yet. I anything. Let's... Okay, that was fortunate. Okay, let's do that and stand. As a reminder, what we're trying to accomplish is we want to get to 20 if we can without going over. Okay, I'll go ahead and play the +3. Okay. We're both at 2. We both used 2 of our cards. We both have 2 left. There we go. Getting to 19 would be nice. No, okay. We could tie him, but that wouldn't really do much good. We'd use up our last cards. Let's bet on this, hope that it's a 3 or less. No, okay. Okay, well now we need to make sure we win this one. Oh, exactly 20. That's not good. No. An enjoyable game. Hopefully you'll play with me again. After I win games, I've noticed that humans are not as enthusiastic about playing again. Well, we can change the stakes to your liking. Well, I'll be going now. I might be back later, but just don't want to spend all my time just playing Pizak. We have a whole rest of the planet to explore. Absorption device. Hey, dude, this isn't your stuff, is it? 'Cause I'm gonna take some of it. Oh, please do not steal my belongings. Sorry, didn't know they were yours. It's okay, I just took the one. Okay, another rocket. Impossible. Who says it's impossible?
What's wrong?
Wonder why even have a container that's locked if it's just impossible. Unless we need someone with demolitions to actually blow it open. Does Mandalore not have demolitions? No. Oh. She does though. Let's see if she can open it. Aha. I think if we can get by with just a miner.
Let's leave this right here.
Okay, reinforced fiber armor and some adrenals. All right. Okay, let's see if this guy has anything else to say. Hello, sir. We are still not being Jedi here.
What do you want? I don't have time for cursed salvagers.
Okay. Why do you think I'm a salvager? I'm not a salvager. I'm a Jedi. Show some respect. Why so busy? Why do you think I'm a salvager?
Well, you don't look like a damn mercenary, and you don't smell like a stinking farmer. Why else would you be here?
Okay. Tell me about the salvagers.
Now, salvagers are a crazed lot of treasure hunters, looking to loot something of value from the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Most of them end up broke, or dead. If you ask me, anything of value that was in the Enclave has already been plundered.
What do you know about the Enclave?
Nothing but rumor. They say the spirits of the angry dead haunt the ruins. On a quiet night, you can hear the ghosts howling and scraping around.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, the folks around Kunda. Go there yourself and get the details firsthand. You'll find the Kunda outpost just outside the landing port.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Is this going to take long? I'm busy, you know.
Well, actually I was wondering why you're so busy. What do you do here?
Can't you tell? I'm a mechanic. In fact, I'm the only mechanic here in Kunda. I'm responsible for maintaining everything mechanical or electrical at the Kunda outpost.
It sounds like you have a lot on your shoulders. Or is that why everything seems to be so run down? Who's Akiri? Akiri. It sounds like you have a lot on your shoulders.
Yeah, sometimes it seems nothing works around here, but I don't have time to complain. Too much work to do.
Okay. Tell me about it.
I'll tell you, between the droids, the security doors, and the gun turrets, I have my hands full.
You're having trouble with the droids? What's wrong with the doors? Tell me about the turrets. Tell me about the droids first.
All of the droids in Kunda are relics from the last war. Most of them are damaged and rusted. The best I could do was get that ratchety old protocol droid over there operational so it could greet visitors. Most of the other droids are laying broken around Kunda outpost.
What about the doors?
Well, it's just one door, actually, but I could scratch my head bald before I figured out how to fix it proper. Problem is, the side security door to Kunda was damaged in the war. Every time I try to fix it, the door either sticks open or it locks down completely. And then I have to spend a week taking it apart to get it to open or close again.
Okay, what about the turrets?
The gun turrets outside the Kunda outpost are supposed to defend against potential assaults, wild critters and the like. But they only work half the time, and sometimes they get confused as to what's friend and foe. Why, just the other day, right after I repaired one of the guns, it turned on a sorry group of militiamen returning from a patrol. No casualties, but it put several of them in the med lab, and I can't seem to fix the blasted medical droid either.
Okay. So maybe those are some issues we'll be able to help with. But thank you. I'll let you get back to trying to fix things and be going now. Okay, this is actually probably seeming like it might be a good place to stop. I see if there's any cutscene approaching Kunda, but we'll actually go inside and talk to people next time. So, okay, so we have some militia outside. We have Akiri, who's is some kind of merchant. We get a defense turret. Can we do anything with the defense turret? Yeah. Turret appears old and worn, okay. So if there is anything we can do with it, we're gonna have to get like a quest going or something. Dylan and other militia, so I guess maybe this is the main door and the other one's the side door. This looks more like a front entrance, but this is the side that's facing the spaceport. Of course, as they said, this was somebody's residence. I think this was one of the residences in the first game that was involved in the like Romeo and Juliet scenario or situation. So the family left and they repurposed it. So I don't think the spaceport was here in the last games, and so it's entirely possible that this is the front entrance and they just, this was the best place to put a spaceport and they decided to put it by the side rather than trying to put it in the front where maybe there's not a good spaceport place over there. So just can't very well just rotate the entire house just because it's inconvenient. But we'll talk to some more people next week, and maybe we'll find out a bit more about this place and a little bit see what's going on the planet here. So for next week, I should be available both on Monday and on Friday. I don't think I've got anything in particular yeah, should be good at least for next week. And so with that, thank you for joining me. Have a good week, and see y'all next time. Bye.